And what Action Long Island has been doing is joining young adults across Long Island. We have over 1,000 young adults who have signed up for the Young Adult Alliance, and 80% of those people live with their parents. And of that 80%, probably 40 to 50% of those people are between the ages 30 and 40. So it's not just 20-somethings who are looking for housing. It's all the way up to age 40, and we have to do something. Action Long Island is delighted to support AvalonBay and delighted that the Huntington community is trying to take this step in the right direction.
These are young professionals that this town can't afford to lose. Psychologists, architects, people like that who are going to have to move away. And when you consider that it costs us taxpayers $18,000 a year, or about $250,000 to educate each of them here in Huntington, now they're going to have to move away for lack of affordable housing. This is not good policy.
Rental rates on Long Island are something like 17% of the units out there, and that's very low compared to the rest of the country. Westchester, by example, is 38%, and people simply cannot find places to live. And projects like AvalonBay, which our boards endorsed back in 2008, are very important to the Long Island business community to allow people who work on Long Island to be able to afford to live here. And that's why the LIA is here today.
Housing Coalition. We're a coalition of about 20 Huntington-based organizations, faith-based groups, civic groups, community groups, labor groups. We've been working for 10 years for affordable housing. And AvalonBay is going to be a great victory for affordable housing. This is the primary reason that we're supporting it. It's going to provide, at one time, in one place, 122 units. And very importantly, these are primarily rental units. To add to what Dan said, 33% of the nation has rental units, 38% of Westchester has rental units, as I told you, 17% of Suffolk has rental units, 13% of Huntington has rental units. And the bulk of the units that are affordable at AvalonBay are going to be rental units.
Choices, they can either take on long-term debt by taking out a mortgage, if this is even possible given the tighter lending policy the last few years, and face the continuous risk of default if another economic downturn should cause them to be laid off. They can live at home in a basement apartment often with their parents, or move away, and that's what far too many of them have chosen to do, depriving the area of its well-deserved long-term talent. But today we have a unique opportunity to bring affordable housing to our hometown and provide young people like me with the chance to stay in Huntington. So that's why I say YIMBY, yes, in my backyard, with the prevailing hope that it can remain my backyard in the future.
Habitat for Humanity says yes, YIMBY. But also as a young adult with Long Island, trying to establish establish roots here. I can just say personally, I want to see this happen. It's sad when you can't afford to live where you grow up.
That's hundreds of folks who are going to come into that troubled community and do two things. One, say it's a place that I want to live, and it's a good place. And two, they're going to spend money in the restaurants, in the shops. They're going to revitalize Huntington Station. So for these reasons, our coalition is supporting AvalonBay.
Yes, in my backyard there will be multiculturalism and diversity. Yes, in my backyard there will be economic equality among persons, whether they have money or not. They will have the opportunity to earn a living and to live peacefully with their neighbors. Yes, in my backyard, Huntington Station will once again be a viable community.
So AvalonBay is going to provide real housing for real people in real time. I understand that the residents of Huntington Station are angry. They have a lot to be angry about. Too long, too many problems have been dumped on that town, and we need that part of the town. We need to recognize it. But the situation in Huntington is going to change for the better in the station with AvalonBay.
The League supports diversity and opportunity for everyone. Affordable housing, other types of housing. We want to see diversity. We want to see Huntington remain a place for young people. I personally bought a home and moved here at the age of 24. I don't know that anybody could do that today. I think that it was a good thing. A lot of young people came in when I came in.
and it made Huntington grow to what it is today. Without our youth, we're going to be an old age home here. It's time to open up the doors. We need our young, educated people. We need all kinds of people, everybody.